Manchester United have beaten Bournemouth 3-0. Really pleased with that win for Manchester United at home against, yes, a lesser opposition that Manchester United were expected to beat. But we know too well from last season how these types of games went for Manchester United, and a rotation squad starting lineup for Manchester United this evening has seen a few important players not picked for Manchester United. Rashford Varane wasn't picked for Manchester United. Martinez is back and wasn't picked again for Manchester United from the start. That is our two main centre backs. We have been recently playing Wan-Bissaka at right back, who has been seen as our backup for the right back position. So it is almost a backup defence there for Manchester United, and you know, Van der Beek's come in as well to the fold. Anthony out apparently with an injury, but his performances of late haven't been great. So there was a rotation side here for Manchester United, and I don't think Manchester United's squad overall is good enough to challenge for multiple competitions this season because of the strength of the squad. And we've rotated this evening and we've got the job done. Most people would see that Maguire and Lindelof's days at Manchester United and Wan-Bissaka's days at Manchester United are numbered. And yes, this isn't against one of the top teams in the Premier League, I know that. But when you're able to rotate and still come away in the end somehow with a 3-0 win, I think that is good for Manchester United, I really do. It started the ball rolling with Casemiro. Probably, I would say Manchester United's best player this season. I know some will argue with Marcus Rashford with the goals that he's scoring, but Casemiro has been a man that Manchester United have missed for so long in that midfield. We haven't had a player like that for a long time. I can't really think of the last player Manchester United had that was good in midfield. We haven't had good midfielders since the days of Scholes and Carrick at the highest level, really. I mean, we've brought in obviously Eriksen, who is at a very high level, but at the end of his career as well as Casemiro. But you just see that the world class of Casemiro this season for Manchester United. You really do. He didn't get too many goals at Real Madrid. That's his second goal, isn't it, for Manchester United? So it's nice that he's got himself a couple of goals, and we're slowly but surely getting ourselves into a good position to at least qualify for the Champions League. And with other teams dropping points, could we finish second, third? I think probably third would be realistically Manchester United's best position this season that we could probably get. I think Arsenal and Man City are too far ahead, but it was nice to get that second goal in this game. Luke Shaw getting a goal. Donny van der Beek having to go off. He done all right in this game up until he got injured in the end of that first half, and Luke Shaw getting the goal from a Garnacho assist in that second half early on, and that really stung Bournemouth, really, to be honest. I know they have had some chances today, saved some chances today, but when Manchester United go 2-0 up, we haven't let a lot of goals in recently. It was always going to be a long way back for them. Garnacho has hit the woodwork in that second half later on. Shame that he couldn't score a goal this evening. He's had quite an impact at times when he's come off the bench. He has missed a couple of very good chances recently, in that, certainly the one against Wolves in the previous game, then got hooked at half time in that game. I don't know if it probably didn't do his confidence any harm at all, because he just goes out there, takes on people. He's young and hungry and wants to impress every time. And it is nice that the manager seems to have the confidence in him to play him often. It really does. I mean, we've finally got a manager that seems like he wants to give young players an opportunity. We haven't had that for a long time, in my opinion. And it's nice to see a young 18-year-old down the wing that wants to get past players, beat players, and he does look like an exciting young player. We've seen obviously what he can do in the FA Youth Cup. His performances in that last season, beating players with his speed, and it's nice to see a young player coming through the academy that we signed from Atletico Madrid. Rashford getting the third goal. It couldn't be a Manchester United win without Rashford getting a goal lately. I think that's, what is that, about 6 or 7 league goals? I've lost actual count for the season now. Rashford really needs to be hitting the 15 to 20 goal mark in the Premier League. He really does. I think he has got the capabilities of doing so, and to take his game to that next level, he really needs to be hitting the 15 to 20 goal mark for Manchester United, because Anthony Martial is certainly not consistent enough for Manchester United to get the goals. So Manchester United are going to obviously have to rely on Rashford a lot. And it's nice though that this evening that Casemiro and Shaw have got goals as well to take that burden off Marcus Rashford a bit, because we've got to get goals from other players. Bruno Fernandes, he really needs to step up at some point and get some goals back to how he was a couple of seasons ago, where he was banging goals in, because someone needs to step up to the mark and get a few more goals, because it is a slight concern when Rashford is getting the bulk of the goals. I know that is the case at most clubs. Most clubs do have a standout player, a player that takes it on and takes the burden, but no one else recently has really got hardly any goals at all for Manchester United. That is the only major concern, but you can't ask for no more than that. I mean, the likes of Alanga coming on late in this game, and another player that I'm not really sure has got a future at Manchester United. So it is positive that Manchester United have won this game 3-0 with a number of fringe players on the pitch at one point or another, the likes of Lindelof, Maguire, Van der Beek, Alanga, all on the pitch at some point in time. All them players are fringe players and players that will probably be moved on in the summer, and we've still managed to win this game with keeping a clean sheet, getting 3 goals. So that is really positive for me, for Manchester United. Yes, these 3 games that we've just recently played have not been the hardest of teams coming back after the World Cup, but all you can do is win your games of football. Man City on paper had a very easy game against Everton just past weekend, and they blew it and drew 1-1 at home. So no game is a given in the Premier League. We've seen that so many times last season for Manchester United, but we've got the job done this evening. We roll on to Everton on Friday night, then we got Charlton. So another 2 winnable games on paper for Manchester United, but we will have to wait and see what happens in them games before a couple of tricky games. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash the share button if you're watching on Facebook, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.